Hi, this is Micah Mitchell with Madison County Weather Updates. Needing to do this video. It's gonna be kind of a hard video to do. Maybe the second hardest video I'll do, behind what I hope is not the case, but probably the August 27th post. But at any rate, I needed to talk to you about where the page is heading, website and all that. So I'll just get on with this and not drag it out too much. If you see me looking over, I'm kind of on a timer here because I'm trying to warm up the grill. So, at any rate, let's get going on this. So, as you know, this page has been going since 2015, and over the course of time, we've built up a bigger and bigger audience, and with a larger audience comes more time and more questions. And people needing information about specific events and things like that, all of which I've gladly answered. At times Kristen has answered, and it's becomes more and more time consuming the more people you have. And of course, the more people you have, especially as some businesses have started to follow and use our information to help them make their decisions, it becomes a responsibility to be even more accurate. So over the course of time, I've subscribed to different data services and things so I could have the most information as possible. And I was eating that cost, personally. So about 3 years ago, I floated the idea to the page followers, about supporting the page financially. Would people be willing to donate monthly? And it was resoundingly shot down. I think in my old computer, the one that's running the radar now, and I still have the poll results, and it was something like 89% said no. So I just kind of dropped it, and I continued to do the page. And some of the people who commented on that poll, by the way, were just flat out mean. I actually got a pretty crappy message just the other day on a different platform, basically telling me that that he works. It was one of my favorite tactics too, and that's wait until they see that I've read the message and then block me so that I can't respond. But they basically told me that he worked hard to make his 40 grand a year, and if I thought that I was getting any of his money to do the effing weather, then I was nuts. So that those responses have been few and far between, but they have been there. And at any rate, so getting back on track here, I continued to do the weather, and again, it just got more and more time consuming and harder to do. It takes a lot of analysis. I don't think people understand how much time I put in to making these things be accurate. It's not just as simple as the couple of paragraphs you get in a graphic. I'm putting a lot of time into it. So a year ago, June, I announced I was going to end the page because people, they let me know 3 years ago they weren't willing to support the page financially, and so with all this, it's gotten too hard, or too time consuming, and again, I was eating my own money doing it. So I announced that I was going to end the page, and people came out on my personal page, on the weather page, on the other 3 platforms that I share the weather page information to. Came out and said, no, don't do that. We'll gladly support you, monthly to keep the page going. So I set up some ways for people to be able to donate, via Facebook Pay and PayPal initially, and eventually, once Jordan Hobbs set up the beautiful website that we have now. And I thank Jordan for all the time he put into it. That took him a couple of months to get that thing going right. So, I mean, there's more involved than people realize. So on the weather page, then on the website, we set up ways for people to be able to donate one time, be able to donate monthly, to be able to even do an annual donation, whatever. Try to make it as easy as possible. And then once, sometimes twice a week, I'd put something on, asking people to go to the website and donate, or donate via the other 2 options, which are still available. And there was, a quick outpouring probably over 40 people, probably, I think if memory serves me right, 43, 44 people donated within the first couple of weeks. And I thought, awesome. Not only am I trying to be compensated for my time, but I wanted to make this better. I wanted something that Kristen could come in on, that maybe even eventually get to a point where we could have had a third person where we were only covering 8 hours at a time. Somebody was there 24/7. We could come up with more professional videos, better things on the website. And get some people involved in CocoRa's, buy the gauges for them, because it's one of the reasons people don't do it is because those gauges are a little expensive. And I thought, man, we're going to be able to do this. This is going to work out. And this is going to be awesome. And the people who could donate, have the money to be able to do it, would then would be able to keep us going for the people who are on monthly incomes and can't afford to donate to the website. And across 12,000 people, I thought, man, if we can get a few hundred, maybe 1,000 people to really get involved in this, we can do something awesome. But then that enthusiasm just kind of petered out, and over the course of the 14 months since I first was going to quit doing the page, we've picked up 14 monthly subscribers. 2 of those have actually been here in just the last couple of days after I made my first post on Sunday that this video was coming. So it's been very slow. 3 of the supporters are my family. So there are 8 other people who donate multiple times per year, and I consider that just like a subscription also. They were donating decent amounts of money to help keep things going, and I'm extremely appreciative, because as buffered, at least I'm not spending my own money to get all this data. However, one of the things that kind of occurred to me a couple of days ago was that even though that's being covered, the page is being done as a DBA, or doing business as, which means that the money that I take in is going to count on my personal taxes. So really, even though I'm meeting the money to pay for these services, all of the money, I can't write off what I'm paying on those services, because they're going to count against my standard deduction. So basically, I lose that money. As far as taxes are concerned, it's all going to count as income. So I'm really kind of still eating money when it comes down to it. So that's led me to the point again where it hasn't panned out the way I hoped it was, the way I thought it was going to, the way it seemed like it was going to when I first announced over a year ago. And in fact, I've noticed that a lot of the posts where I mentioned money would get viewed a lot less than my regular posts. So with all that taken into consideration, I'm kind of where I was 14 months ago. I've been providing, this has been the only place where you can get Madison County specific forecasts and weather information. This is the only place that you're getting specific stuff for us. That said, I'm a firm believer that it doesn't matter what I think my time and services are, may or may not be worth. In reality, they're only worth what you're willing to pay for and what you think they are worth to you financially. And if it's nothing, then it's nothing. It is what it is. I'm not the first, and I won't be the last to fail at monetizing something. But and I could do something like what I was starting to do. I could monetize it hardcore and be like, only subscribers get stuff from us. But they say be true to yourself, and being true to myself, that's not who I am. I wanted people who couldn't afford to get this information to be able to still get it, and those who could afford to support the page financially to do it. And it hasn't happened, and that is just, it's a hard reality. It's kind of a tough pill to swallow, but I can live with it. So with that, all that said, we're kind of at the point that if I'm not giving you value that you feel like is worth your money, then I just can't continue to do it for free, especially when right now the pattern's quiet. Invariably there's going to come another stormy pattern, there's going to come more severe weather, especially in the fall. Then winter comes, and winter is extremely time consuming, and I just can't keep doing it for free. So with all that said, unless there's some miraculous increase in subscriptions over the next 2 or 3 weeks, on Friday, August 27th, that'll be the last day that I post to any of the Madison County Weather Updates platforms. Yeah, it saddens me to even say it. Now, hold on, this alarm's getting ready to go off. Sorry about that. So, at any rate, it saddens me to have to say that, and I hope I hope that you'll save the page. But if it doesn't happen, then I'm honored that 12,000 of you, and really more than that when you count the other pages that are accessing the page. Also, probably 20,000 or more people are utilizing what we've been doing, and I'm honored that many people have trusted what I do, that people have felt like I'm the most accurate information you're getting from Madison County. I'm sorry I've not provided something that you think is worth your financial support, but again, those are the breaks. So I'm hoping over the next 2 or 3 weeks people will really jump in, those who can, and give the kind of support that I need to be able to keep this page going, to make it, to say that my time is worth it. If not, then again, I thank you all, and I'm starting to ramble. So we'll see how things play out, but at this point, the plan is that my last video, my last forecast to any of the platforms will be on Friday, August 27th. So with that, this is Michael Mitchell with Madison County Weather Updates, and I will talk to you later. Thank you.